Hello, my name is Frank Deschandol. I'm a professional photographer and I have been awarded the winner of the Behaviour and Invertebrates category. My image shows two different wasps in flight. The biggest one on the left, a sand wasp, is chasing away a cuckoo wasp. In fact, my main goal was to photograph a cuckoo wasp in flight. As they are constantly looking for host larvae to lay their eggs, they visit many holes in the ground made by other insects. So I set up my gear near a random hole, waiting for a cuckoo wasp to cross the infrared beam and trigger the automatic system. And I was lucky enough to get such behavior between two different species. Well, for a long time I have loved cuckoo wasps because they are small but so incredible, with extremely bright metallic colors, and also their behavior is quite interesting because they are a parasitoid and they need a host species to reproduce and develop. This is really great to be winner in one of my favorite categories. I mean, this is the most famous wildlife photo contest in the world, with many countries involved and many thousands of pictures, so I feel really honored to have been awarded after two highly commended pictures last year. I hope this can help develop the sense of observation for everyone, for all living creatures around us, even the smallest. You know, most people pass by these beautiful wasps without even seeing them, because they are very small but also very fast. But we can see them almost everywhere, even in cities. We just have to open our eyes and look carefully around us. You know, for over 15 years, I haven't participated in any photo contest until last year, mainly because I am not really comfortable in competition. But finally now I see it as a springboard for sharing my work as widely as possible and internationally, whether with other photographers, naturalists, scientists, or simply the general public. I think it's not about becoming the best photographer in the world. In three words, I would say it is all about nature, passion, and sharing. It is a very big question because there are many. But in a word, I think nowadays it's easier to produce good images than it was 20 years ago, because the photo equipment has evolved a lot and any good digital camera is relatively affordable now, especially for macro photography. But the consequences are that the number of wildlife photographers has increased drastically during the last 10 years, as well as the production of great images. And of course, when there is more production than requests, the profession slowly dies down for some of us, and unfortunately, at the end, it just lasts as a passion. Of course, it's almost impossible to photograph animals as fast and small without having to resort to special fully automatic systems, which react faster than the human eye and brain. This is the reason why I designed a wide bin thread system paired with a high-speed shutter that I built from an old hard drive, as you can see here. This allows flash photography in broad daylight, which is impossible with a classic open flash setup. It works using 6 flashes with large diffusers to give enough light power, as I always try to use a low ISO in my work. It's hard to know because I was not behind the camera. And when it comes to tiny insects, everything is very fast. But I guess the cuckoo wasp has entered the sand wasp burrow, while this one was still inside, and it didn't really like it. Though the sand wasp is not a host species for this cuckoo wasp, but it protects its territory for sure. Well, first of all, I think I need some closeness with my subjects, and invertebrates are very cool, because for the most part you can get them very close, they are not shy. I also love to photograph little known animals and put them in the spotlight in my work. Big animals are relatively well known by everybody, but invertebrates much less. And I like it when people say, "Oh, but this is amazing! Does it really live in our country or even in my garden?" Then they pay more attention in the future, and it is also a way to raise awareness about the protection of nature.